Oh, everybody get crunk, get hyped, get excited. Things are changing. Time is changing. I'm really excited. As you know, I'm living here in Charleston, South Carolina, where we've been praying, trusting God on a whole other level. Things are changing. Confederate flag, that's coming down. This racism that's going on, as you can see, that's being abolished. Big companies like Walmart, you know, eBay, they're getting on board. We got the president got our back. I'm telling everybody right now, this is the time for change. So tonight, tune in, listen. I'm asking everybody, anybody, you know about HDR, call in right now. Let's flood these phones. Let all your friends know. Tune in. Get on the website. Hey, Honey Drip Radio. We're doing big things.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, I ain't want to get too hot because I ain't want to like crack the glass, you know, in the studio. No. I'll put some bass in my voice, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah. Well, definitely, I appreciate April. Shout out to everybody for Honey Drip Radio. Beast King, do your thing. Everyone who's listening in, our panel. For those who don't know, you know, everybody knows on this past last week, Wednesday, what happened with the Charleston Nine. The people losing their lives in church, Emmanuel AME Church. It's my father-in-law's church. He's been in there 40 plus years. For those who don't know, things have really changed. People have come together in prayer and really want a real change in this community. The young man who tried to make it to cause division, cause separation between African Americans and Caucasians, he really didn't know what he was doing, because now people are really seeing what we've been talking about for years. Oppression, you know, segregation, you know, that stuff is real. And there are some haters out there. There's people out here that doesn't want to see good things happen. One of the 9 that did fall, you know, that did lose their lives, I knew him personally, Twanza Sanders. He was my son's barber at Against the Grind here in Charleston, South Carolina. And like I said, he's a great person. I tell anybody right now that if you're in close to the area and close and can make it down to the memorial service for Pastor Tigney on Friday, where the president will be coming along with the vice president and the first lady, I definitely advise you to come. You know, be very prayerful in this season, because there's things that's going on that people don't know about. There's a lot of hate out there, and I want everybody who has a question or concern, definitely call us in now. Tell us what your thoughts are. You know, people who've not really experienced racism at a high level, you know, you can get a lot of answers tonight. I was blessed enough to go to the church service on Sunday. You know, definitely was there. It was very emotional, very impactful. We also had a march in Mount Pleasant where we did people like maybe 10,000 people outside marching. There's a march in the Capitol in Columbia today, South Carolina. So, I mean, people are really changing how they're looking at things. I think right now the governor is recommending to get the flag, the state flag in Virginia taken down. We're looking to get Mississippi's state flag getting taken down, and along with the Confederate flag in South Carolina. So right now, I highly recommend call your legislators right now. You see Walmart just got on board. eBay got on board. We're now pushing to get Amazon on board to stop selling the Confederate flag. Stop pushing things that symbolize stuff that needs to be, that's not for the people as a whole. Being a military member, what I live and die for this country, I recommend anybody right now. I don't care if it brother's to whatever color they are, pick everybody up. So definitely, if you got any questions, hey, call in right now. Give us a call. Let us know how you feel, and so we can basically get this addressed.
Well, my take is that it was supposed to do one thing, but it did something else. And I commend the people for coming together in spite of the situation, but they were trying to make him to be a martyr, but the white supremacists didn't want to claim him because they didn't want to stop getting their funding because of the heinous act. Now, since his black friend stated that he didn't believe his friend was racist, but admitted that his friend said he was going to the school, which was 3 miles down the street from the church, and he was going to shoot up that place. But his black friend didn't say nothing. I mean, the details, he said they got 7 days to live. So he was trying to defend his friend. So he wasn't supposed to come to the church. So it was almost like he was oblivious to the fact that your friend, who said was going to kill people, instead of going to the school, shot these people in church in cold blood. And he's like, well, I don't, he's not racist. I'm black, and he never said anything out the way to me. And the way that judge was trying to not only make people deal with the situation with those 9 lives that were taken, but also was saying, well, his family, is going through something too. We need y'all to forgive and pray for him. It was the unity of the community that makes it such a pillar. But the way that it was all being constructed was they wanted to be a race war. They wanted to be black versus white when it's really not like that. It's just, you know how they say one bad apple spoils the whole bunch. There's quite a few bad apples put in different areas, and a lot of them have been law enforcement, but now they have shifted it to a person who sat in the church. From what they said in the news, he sat in the church for an hour before he committed the crime. A young girl, they said, was supposed to be in the church, and another person, they played dead to stop him from killing them. So with all that being said, it was just supposed to incite more and more violence, but it didn't incite violence like they wanted it to. And you're right, it pushed them to take down that flag. If that situation had happened, they wouldn't have took down that flag. They had to show a symbol of unity. That's why they took down that Confederate flag at that place, the place where they had it at. They had to take it down to show all the other states that even though this is a tragedy, that it didn't put a gap in between black people and white people. So they had to do that to make a statement. But in hindsight, when I look at it, when you look at his face and demeanor, he knew what he was doing. They could say he could clean insanity until they blew in the face. He knew what he was doing. He didn't have no remorse for what he did. But they're still trying to find a way. They even already set up a Facebook page for this kid to try to give him money to support him. Like those 9 lives didn't matter. And it's weird because I don't want to make it a racial thing, but it is a racial thing in the standpoint that if that was a black person who walked into a church and shot black people, white people, whatever color they was, he would have got tried, convicted, death row immediately. They would have been trying to say pray for his family, and he got a chemical disorder. They would have been trying to do none of that. They would have been trying to hurry to go for the death penalty. He deserved this, this, and this. So they were showing that on televised as an example of what white privilege is. And white privilege is not the color of your skin; it's a status. Because if that was anybody else in other situations where people have went into establishments and buildings and murdered people, they didn't get slammed to the ground. They didn't get handcuffed to almost breaking your arm. They didn't get electrocuted to almost death. They didn't get none of that. They got a bulletproof vest. They got a safe transport from one place to another place, but they wanted to televise it, blow it up on TV. And the reason they do that is because the television is set. We're looking at these situations through TV. If they didn't do nothing or no police brutality at all was performed upon this individual, and you know for a fact he murdered 9 people, and you flip the script and if somebody else stole something and you beating them half to death, they want their programming you to hate another color. But it didn't work in this particular area, which I'm thankful for. But that's just one state. That's one state that happened. That I hope it impacts more and more states to see what's really going on. But that was a horrible tragedy, because to sit in a church while people are worshiping God and to sit there for a full hour, that means you had 60 minutes to make a decision whether or not to leave. He sat there for an hour and contemplated. That's motive, that's preparation, and that's intent. And it was blowing my mind, and everybody was like, well, you need to forgive him, pray for him. God tells us you should forgive. So we should forgive because that's one of God's commandments. But in reality, you're not going to mentally be lenient on this individual that just took 9 lives that were unarmed, that you knew for a fact that weren't doing nothing wrong to even remotely deserve what he committed. He committed a heinous crime, and they're trying their best to flip it around to try to slap him on the wrist, even though it's not working, but they're trying. They don't want him to get the punishment he deserves. They don't. And that whole thing, it shocked me, but it shocked me even more how the judicial system and how the people who's supposed to protect and serve were so lackadaisical as far as they got them. And it looked like they really didn't want to. You can look at people's demeanors and characters of how they carry themselves. They looked like they wanted to really protect him and make sure that nothing happened to him when he got in his truck. And they probably put him in a cell where they knew he'd be biased. They made sure he was safe. And in the midst of all these other tragedies in these other states where they're not making sure you're safe, they're committing heinous crimes, it looked one-sided. So yeah, the whole thing, it blew my mind. But I'm glad that the people of the city band together, and I'm glad they took down the Confederate flag because they know what it stands for. That's messed up that 9 people had to die for you to take down the flag. And they had to 9 black people, to be exact, had to die before you took down the Confederate flag.
You're preaching, Doc. I think the biggest thing that would hurt my soul is life is short. One of the guys who passed Twanza, he cut my son's hair by that last Saturday, and then next thing you know, a guy who you've seen for like 3 months cutting hair humble is gone, and you got to ask yourself, Lord, You know, what could I have done differently to help them during that time? You know, going down to Emmanuel Church, you know, and going to the bottom level where people got killed at, people were there, you know, during service where people lost their lives. You have to, you know, prayer is such a powerful thing. Forgiveness is such a thing. The judicial system is very, you know, it needs a lot of work. You know, our elected officials, I'll be quite honest, if this never had got the serious media attention that it did, everybody wouldn't have gotten, you know, their hands cuffed behind their back. Because some elected officials did not want to take the initiative to push forward with even saying take down the Confederate flag. You know, my whole thing is that throughout history, African Americans have paid a lot of ways to make this country great. But we've never gotten recognized for what our true value is, and it's never been fair when it comes to the judicial system. It hasn't. It's sad to say, but that's the truth. This world can be better when racism is not a factor. I think that people have got, you know, as compared to how we treat the President of the United States. You know, you would think a guy who is bigger outside the United States, you would treat him better. It's amazing that people that are outside this country treat him more respectfully than people inside this country. And hatred is crazy. And the news, you know, you see it. No disrespect, but Fox News is definitely right wing. I don't care what anyone says. It's like, you know, 9 people died, but you still didn't really give the justice where justice needs to be done. You know, I pray the best for them. I just gotta say to myself, like, you know, wrong is wrong, is right. You know, it's sad when Walter Scott, you know, how the story spin. Same thing, you know, people had swung it one way, but the whole thing about it is church. You know, I pray for that young man's soul because those people went to church with a good heart and good to praise the Lord. If you take their lives, you know, I know that's something that you had something going on with you internally. You knew what you was doing. You're not even from Charleston. You was living in Columbia, so you drove 70 plus miles to come here. And then you drove 70 plus miles and you got caught in North Carolina. So you knew what you was doing. I think sometimes people try to find what motive is. You know, hatred is hatred. You know, and that's what it really is, what it boils down to. I don't care what anyone says. No one is born racist. You know, I don't care what anyone says. You can try to get mad at me, say what you want. No one was born a racist. No one was born, you would say he or she was born homosexual. He or she was born to like this particular color. You know, you got to be taught that, or you got to experience it. And racism is one of the key things that hurts real conversations. We don't have them no more. You know, you can't get caught up in real conversations. And I think that what we need to stop and say to ourselves is like, stop all the rhetoric and talk and get some action behind it. You know, that's the reason why I went to Emmanuel Church Sunday with my family, because that's my dad's church, my father-in-law's church. Pay respect to people whose lives was lost, but not scared to go to church because I know I'm gonna trust God in every way I do in life, and I pray for those. And there was white people, Latino people, African Americans holding hands, praising the Lord, coming together, and that's what it's about. And if we get to that understanding, if this United States of America get to that understanding that we are together as one, we'll be a better nation. When 9/11 happened, everybody was on board. Everybody was. But it seems sometimes when one race hits a roadblock, you don't get on board, or you're scared to say something. And me personally, I really want people to understand the real history of South Carolina and how it needs to change. Charleston is the place where a lot of slaves came in, and I'm in a history type of city, and I tell anybody right now to continue to pray for change because we need it, and we need to have real voices out there. No more of these token people. or these people try to play games. I pray for our Congress, House of Representatives, to really to stop playing and get serious. Bills can be passed, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ever get it twisted that this bill cannot be passed. A bill can be changed tomorrow if you really want it to happen. You know, you can change legislation if you want to. You know, law enforcement can change if you know the rules. That's the whole problem is. You gotta know the rules. I mean, if you got a good lawyer, I'm gonna be honest with you. You could be in jail at 11, out by 1, bail paid, talk to the judge, get it wiped off, call it a day. The judge who gave that long speech about that young man, I met the judge before. I pray the best for him. But he's a double standard. He doesn't do it for everybody. And that's sad. Would you do the same thing for somebody else? All these people that's even for him who did this killing, would you do the same thing if this color scheme had been different? If it would have been 9 white people dying, would something turn down today or tomorrow? Things would just change. Beast King hit it in the head. I'm going to be honest with you. He'd be on bulletproof vest. He'd be dead before he can get to the car. So I really want people to understand that, you know, a race war was about to happen and it was about to get serious. And I thank God that people changed their hearts because I'm be honest with you, Charleston, North Charleston, these areas are not prepared for what was going to happen. I'm glad it didn't happen where I'm from in Los Angeles or Baltimore or New York City or Atlanta, Charlotte, places where, other places where, people have experienced a lot too, and they may have had enough. So I can understand people's frustration, and I can understand where people are coming from when they said, I've had enough. I'm tired of seeing my loved ones getting hurt for nothing, and nobody remembers them. So I want everybody to remember the Charleston 9, remember the people that have died for senseless stuff, the Walter Scotts, the Eric Garners, the Trayvon Martins, the Michael Browns. Remember these people. Don't let this situation just die out. If you don't remember, don't post nothing, you don't tell nobody about it, it will just be a history book. And it's up to you to read it. But unless you educate, tell people that, this is what I experienced. Where were you when this happened? I was there and I was boots on the ground, want to make a difference. And I didn't give a care about what somebody else was going to say about me. Because it's not about me. It's about you, the people. And when we get leaders like that, then we good. That's my personal take.
What you mean, sis? Oh, I got you, no problem. The Lord already said that he will bring forth his angels back upon the earth for these 9 angels that were praising him upon earth. It was time for them to come home. And since home is where the heart is, I understand that their heart was always with their family members, but they will always be there because now they are finally home. So as those angel wings start to expand, you need to understand that those 9 angels were 9 soldiers, were 9 celestial beings. So I don't understand what a lot of people were not seeing, but they were worshiping with no fear. Even though death was round the corner, he was right in the building of the house of God. Death was there, but they had no fear because Father knew that it was their time to set a whole nother tone. So Father took them to the astral plane when he brought them home. So I dedicate this to the families that's still all alone. Your 9 angels on earth are 9 angels in heaven. They are still watching over you. As much as you love them, they continuously love you. So as much as you pray for them, they continuously praying for you. Your celestial connection will never break because they're still thinking about you. Those earth angels. Those angels that cast away that skin, cast away that flesh, cast away that body, they pass that last celestial test because now they are with the King. The master, the ruler, the creator, controller of all of things, see, they are with him now. But they shed tears for you. They cry and hold you close when you don't want nobody to hold you. When you look at the world with a different view, like, why did this happen? Why was this so bold? See, they're still here. You can feel their presence. Now, don't forget their memory, because in their memory, you will see their very presence. You will feel their very essence. You will feel the breath upon air, because they feel you within their hearts and their wings, and they love you, and they care. Now you see, all of this thing was set forth to break down our society at a social level, but it was breaking it down more into the cellular level. See, it was the trade of the thoughts of the enemy. See, he worked us out with that level of that being that devil, and he brought forth that rebel to kill these angels. But you cannot kill what God created. All he did was make sure the angels ascended without being hesitated. See, the angels were liberated. But what does social media like to do? They painted it to be black versus white, like they always put black versus white because they know the race war is coming this day and this night. They want to bring all of this revolution and reaction and bring it to a fight. But nobody really want to see their family members die on any night. But I need you to look closely between these shadows of these lives. I need you to recognize that this is what they want. They want us to attack them. They want them to attack us. They want us to believe in them, so no longer God we trust. See, you need to get in touch with the angels inside you. You need to get in touch with the Creator that's on the inside of you and see that even though this was a tragedy, this tragedy made a whole bunch of different things happen because these things needed to happen on this planet. See, that Confederate flag. I call it the flag that shows racism is proud. And people who love the Confederate flag, they shouted out racism out loud, but now that it's fallen down, now that king of miscontent has been broken and cracked his crown, now let's see how these people get down. Now let's see how these people get down. Instead of black versus white being ready to fight upon that situation in that city, they've been joined together. See, this is how true racism is broken. This is how these two sections unite. But you got to see that they have to bring darkness before it becomes light. But even though this is a dark situation, let me bring the illumination that is just as light, that these are angels. Every day and every night, they walk their path. And they did what the Father said, so please don't get these things misled or gone up in their head. They're right now in a better place. They're in a place where they can watch over you, so they are filled with that amazing grace, and he will face justice in this life or the afterlife. Because of his merciless intentions, and he knew what he was going to do exactly, it won't be all right. I need you to hold on. I need these family members to stay strong, because I know this is a struggle. And I know that love that you felt like it was getting bust, just like it was a bottle. No, it wasn't subtle, but see, They're in a hole in the atmosphere like they got across a celestial space shuttle. See, they're with the king right now. They're smiling with no more pain right now, but no restraint will remain right now. So all that agony and pain that you contain right now, I need you to release it now. It's okay to cry. Real men and real women cry. And I know you're saying this to yourself when you find out that this happened, that your family members did not deserve to die. I agree with you. They didn't deserve to die. But they were still protected now. Get me? They were still protected now because now they're forever youthful. Now they're forever beautiful. Now sickness and disease will never affect them again. Now they will be forever eternally connected to you as family members, but closer than that, their skin layer style friends and this enemy of the state. You gotta forgive, but never forget. And I need you not to accept the world's bullshit because this was just another step to showing you that any day that you got to live your life like it's the last day of your life, because any day that you walk will be another perilous step. I love you, families. Just like those angels love you too. He will get what he deserves because God says it so. God will not let that go. He will show how his power is over all power. So this is what I know. I salute you, family. May those 9 rest in paradise and eat heaven's glory.
That was dope. That was dope right there.
Mhm.
Right.
You could always flush him out. Accent. Hello, family. How are y'all? Hey, sis.
Doing great.
Scorpio! That's that butterfly.
It's okay. I'm doing okay, sis. How y'all doing?
Doing good.
Wonderful. Good. Oh man, I hate I missed it. You know, I'm gonna go back and listen now. That's definitely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a very sad incident. And it's really leaving its mark, you know, just hearing about it all day and hearing of so many things about it. Some stuff I wonder, you know, I don't know if y'all heard about, they were saying that the police stopped at Burger King to get him something to eat. He said he was hungry. He stopped, you know, so much stuff I don't know whether it's true or not. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just hearing so many different things about it, but justice will be served one way or the other. You know, whether it be by the government or by God. You know what I mean? Both. He's going to be handled by God anyway. I truly believe that. But it's such a very sad situation. So I talk to my kids about that as well. Very sad. Yeah. I have something, but it's it ain't in that category.
Open mic. Open mic. I'm doing a cabinet. You don't even know about it. Oh, shoot. Break it down.
So crazy. Well, I do have this one piece, and I hope the title don't scare y'all away from it. So, y'all ready? Black pussy. Exotic, velvety black, butter pecan, butterscotch, caramel, dark chocolate, an exquisite precious flower blooming like a lotus in the middle of the night, awakens brighter than the sun at the rising of the morning's daylight, a sweet thing with moist wings, black onyx ring with the pearl setting sitting high in between, like a lit lighthouse in the middle of a pleasurable storm. Oh, what a treasure to be seen, surrounded by a sea of soft pink. That black pussy goes back further than the pyramids and the Sphinx. Blessed to give birth to multiple nations, she takes a good pounding with some female penetration. Do you think it's not a part of a man's motivation? That black pussy is a bad mother. Shut your mouth. It will make you want to stand up and shout. The flesh is truly amazing. You can say what you want, but it has the ability to surely please and make your jaw drop before and after a shaving. It's a porthole of life. Intoxicating enough to make a man go on bended knee to claim it, and the host therefore makes the entire female body and her love as his wife. Sometimes she likes to be free and liberating. She has come a long way, baby, and loves to cry sweet tears of bliss when celebrating. Particular and a choice maker, she's a smooth mover as well as a ground shaker. Pussy has the right to say no, and if you can't respect that, then it's best to get your shit and go. Anger her, and she will surely serve a quick eviction to unappreciated penises, and there should be no more welcome entrance. Empowering, mesmerizing. You can best believe that she is completely inspiring. Reminds you of the ocean's warm ripple waves as it touches the Gulf, clashing, splashing, and it best believe that you best know better hold steady because she knows how to cause some whiplashing. Yes, she is proven capable of doing the most. Go ahead and recap on this yoni theory that has been expounded. Pussy is most definitely a deep mystery and intellectually profounded. Be strong, respect and protect the pussy. Receive your gift, earn the right to break the seal. Her grip and her life struggle is real. End each. Lady Scorpion.
Wow.
Yes.
Now that was a spicy meatball.
Yeah.
Dangerous. Dangerous right there.
Well,
dangerous.
I'm glad y'all liked it.
Dangerous. You're in trouble right there.
You already knew you was gonna like it when you said it. When it came out your mouth, you knew you was gonna like it. You knew you was gonna like it. Stop playing.
I didn't know
you knew it. You know now. You know now. Because when you said it, I just saw smoke protrude from your lips. Like, I'm like, oh, it's a spicy meatball.
Hey, all I'm basically trying to say is respect the pussy. Hey. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Respect your girl. Respect her. Uh-huh. Well, thank y'all for allowing me to do my piece, and I hope I didn't put too much of a shock value on you.
Mm-hmm. Coming on chatting on Michael Blaze.
Well, thank y'all for listening to my piece, and much respect for what y'all doing, and Keep doing what you're doing, honey. All right, I'm going to sit back in the cut and listen to the rest of the show.
Love you, sis.
All right.
Wow.
Respect the person.
Scorpion finished him. Fatality. That. She killed.
Well, I'm just here to join in and see what you guys are talking about, because I don't know what the conversation is going to be. But I'm enjoying myself so far. And continue.
All right. Thanks for calling.
I got you. I'll just do an oldie. All right. This one here isn't, well, half my work isn't titled anymore, so you guys knew that. So here we go. The world is so illiterate, for to see the knowledge placed on the tip of insanity is the only feasible denomination to the same perception of clarity's justification of the real purpose within life. Yet the world is so cold that the crippling pain of progression is the only justice pledged in this allegiance we consider prosperity's quotation of truth. As knowledge bleeds from our ballpoint pen, not the same color within, but when forced to open pores, engulfed with the same oxygen is denomination. Listen to the dead silence which echoes in the gout of the now deceased kid. Blood is the same tinge as the water that carries us through the phases of the storms we settle in and demand respect, loyalty, and sin. Too scared to love, I will fall for death without blinking or batting an eye. Our cries are as hollow, and our lives bear no guts. Yet we work ourselves to early graves and pave the way of this generation's way of debriding, and wonder why. Because that's what slaves do. Dads, puppet dads, on the same strings once led us the right direction. For you will die a dishonorable death, mistaken for a soldier's story. There is nothing now but faith, and your atheist tongue speaks with such conviction, so strong that blind eyes carry silent words to the graves of brilliance, and the new skin of resistance is soft as plumage. Come stand with me and watch the apocalypse that your closed mind has manifested into the redemption of life. To understand, break the shells of redundant scales that outweigh what is spoken, yet never clearly seen in the deepest pits of truth. Black Lioness Inc., Panther, Team Hungry and Eat.
Woo! Did you hear that?
Hey, April, let me hear you do a piece. Let me hear you do a piece, April.
Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead. Go for it, girl.
Oh, Tigers, they said for you to do a piece. I mean, Savage, Smith, Tiger.
I'm not a poetess. I'm more of a novelist. But I like to listen to what you guys are doing and how everything's going. So, April, let's hear it.
Eat.
Do poetically unlaced. Silk pink lingerie, black lace around the edges,
reaching mid-thigh with 2 slits on the side. That baby doll style, the back open real wide. Just a little something to tempt your eyes. Now I want you to be scared.
That was hard.
Oh, shoot.
You coming with it now. Uh-oh. Coming with it now. Uh-oh.
I'm whiter than at least a tiger.
Oh, wow. Okay, we do have more callers on the line. Anybody else want to say something?
I got my hand raised. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
What's going on, everybody? This is John Hall, a.k.a. Beast King Coyote. How y'all doing out here?
Hey, Sean.
Did y'all fall asleep on me?
I'm waiting for you.
Oh, yeah, I see what's going on. It's getting hot in here. Ooh. She was talking about looking into my eyes and laces and shit like that. Shit got real. Wait a minute. How y'all doing, family?
So how are you tonight?
I'm chilling. I'm enjoying the show. That's what I was doing. I was enjoying Mr. Rumble doing his piece. I heard Butter come in and drop a little thing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't come, I knew that was a setup. I'm no fool. I know what I'm being. It's Tuesday. Yeah, I'm no fool. I'm excited.
You excited? Did you come prepared?
Yeah, I'm not trusting. Hey, Pamper, I'm not trusting her.
Don't come over here.
Hey, Mr. Rumbo in the jungle, help! I can see it now. That's a setup.
What I go? I gotta go back over here.
Way over there, huh? I guess it's time. Here we go. All right. Yes, I did come prepared, Miss Tigeress.
All right, if you're prepared, the mic is yours.
All right. Open your eyes to see what's in front of you. Didn't I tell you I could be the one for you? Give me your heart and I'll give you mine too. I promise I won't break it. I will repair it and position the parts back together in time's due. When I said I wasn't like the last one that hurt you, by now you should have known I was telling the truth. I could have never lied to you. You're too trustworthy for that. Don't turn away and just listen to what I have to say. I can never give up on loving you, and deep down I know you're feeling it too. I know you're scared, and I'm scared too. That's what love's supposed to do. Look me in the eyes and tell me you don't want to let me go. You can't, because this is how it's supposed to be. So stop reminding yourself of what the last person has done to you. You're not the only one that has been hurt too. I've been hurt. You got me in the maze, and the prize is your heart. I can care less of what you come from and what have, because none of this matters to me. What I care about is what is inside of you and how it makes me feel and how it makes me whole. I thought I could never feel this way again, but my heart, you have me mend. Forget about your friends and what they say. They're just mad because they don't have nobody in their life the same way you do. Well, not in this way. I can never forget you, even if you did end it today. I guess what I'm really trying to say is my words is not enough to express to you how much I love you. I can only show you the love that I have. It's priceless. And I wouldn't change it for a pot of gold. You are my lucky charm. And without you, I'm incomplete. Because, this is real love. I'm looking for a real love. This is John Hart, a.k.a. Beast King. Team hungry, we getting hype in this biatch. It's...
Wow.
That was cool.
That's on hits. That's on hits. That's on hits.
Exclusive.
Exclusive. Message.
Wow. I don't know what we're going to do with you besides attack you down.
I'm just sitting there in the studio spinning around in the chair. Woo! And I got my guard dog next to me. Well, a Pekingese. Yeah. I got backup today.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Where is that coyote?
What you need backup for, coyote?
Wait a minute.
What you need backup for?
Hey, butter. Yeah. Mr. Rumble, didn't you say you had my back?
You hear that echo? Hello. Anybody out there?
Just know that I'm watching you.
Hey, sugar.
What's up?
Nothing. You still hanging out my window? Who's that peeping in my window? I never came outside. I just want to state that. I've been sitting here this whole month chilling. I just said I'm good. I'm cool. I got the delivery boy delivering me stuff and everything. Yeah, I'm not going out there. I heard it was raining and everything.
I'm not in the middle of the street anymore. I'm not in the middle right on the opposite side of the window right now. Okay, y'all, call me if y'all need me.
Okay. Oh, Lord Jesus, it's Tuesday. Okay. You're supposed to get her. You were supposed to get her, not lay on my lap. Wait a minute. Think you scared us both.
All right, let's get one more little round of poetry. I want Mr. Beast King to bring something, whatever you want this time.
Who, me? Okay. I got a spicy meatball. And this piece is called One Life. I always thought that I had just a little bit more time. So I lollygagged and procrastinated because I always thought that I only had just a little bit more time. See, I never understood the real meaning of time was the essence, because I thought time was my present, because every time that I unwrapped time, I always had time. So I thought that maybe I would achieve my dreams in time. Maybe I could get the education that I needed in time. Maybe I would get married and have kids and just be fruitful and multiply in time. But then that time almost stopped when I almost died. My clock almost got punched like I was an employee and the boss said it's time. See, when you have that out-of-body experience, you get more serious about your time. And when I look at everybody that's just constantly wasting their time, they're saying, I'm too busy to do this, that, and that, not living out their life, just consuming all of their time. Did you understand that time is the only thing that you can never get back? That's why when you break time up, it's similar to a Kit Kat, because once you break it off, you can never put time back together. And I thought the time that I had up on this earth would last almost forever, but see, I'm looking at time. See, a lot of people are losing their lives because they were running out of time. See, it was time for them to do this, but they should have did that, not living their life to the fullest because they said it wasn't enough time. I was tired of living that 9-to-5 life saying that I didn't have enough time. When it was all about just getting check to check, living from check to check, getting check to check, but it was all just consuming my time. See, I not only was an overachiever, I was always a dreamer, a preacher, and a speaker that was getting deeper, but I never had enough time. But then poetry embraced me. It was always like poetry was my addiction. No, poetry was my nympho because she always chased me. She always wanted to make sure that I was always in her face. See, and then she gave me just a piece of her time. Then my time got magnified. I mean, it transmortified. I'm really it metamorphosized because my time evolved. But then I see more people who say they're so intellectual, but mentally they slowly start to de-evolve. So I'm like, are they just wasting their time? When I look in the mirror, I'm not all young and pretty anymore, but I'm still luxurious. But I said, look at all that time. Every scratch, every scrape, every bruise and abrasion, it was just parts and moments in time. Every cut upon my body symbolizes years and moments and breaks in my time. Every car that I ever had that I never treated with utmost respect that I lost was just fragments of time. And then I had to get down, not only just on my hands and knees, but my face to the floor, and I asked her, man upstairs, what about my time? Do I have enough time? Can I get things right that I made wrong? Do I have enough time? Can I apologize to the people that I needed to apologize? Is it enough time? And what he said to me in the most powerful voice that I ever heard was, I gave you time. I gave you time to repent. I gave you time to walk away from your wicked ways ever since back in those days, because I knew what you were going to do before you thought about what you were going to do, and I already prepared that time for you. But every time that I said, go for this, push for this, walk the path for this, you played around and ejaculated your time. I guess you were making yourself feel good, so you masturbated all of your time. And now that it's winding down, don't even cry and moan and beg for me about your time, because I gave you, from the time that you came from your mother's womb, I said, well, this is a period of time. So why did you waste this time? And I love you so much, I'm going to increase just a little bit more of your time. But you've got to stop doing these retarded things that cut up your time. Because time is of the essence. It's not just a present. It is your present. Your presence is time. Your future is time. Your past is time that you can't get back. Even though it's locked in your memory back and it's stuck up in your stomach, that's regurgitating your abdominal muscles to give you the six-pack you need to understand your time. I don't want you to regret your life, but you only regret your life when you waste your time. You have such a creative and such a strong mind. Why do you keep procrastinating and bullshitting with this other time? Why do you even give your pearls to swine and you're wasting your time? Dealing with people that you don't even need to deal with anymore because they're a waste of your time. You give them your time and they use and abuse your time, but now it's your time. Yes, I said time. Why don't you deal with time? What's going on with your time? Everyone wants to talk about they'll live forever, but no, your living life is on a schedule of time. So when he told me that, it broke deep within my heart, made my blood vessels almost want to spontaneously combust. I almost was in my murmuring state of mind. I almost wanted to touch it, and I had to think about it. He was right. I still have time. I can correct a lot of mistakes. I can show a lot of renewal and unite a lot of things, but I need to use it in this specific fragment of time. Because I was called for greatness, but my greatness is also on my aptitude of time. So I need to stop just trying to manage everyone else's life and manage my own time. Manage my finances, but my finances got to push through my time. Because death is forever. But life on this earth is just moments and time. I don't want to waste it anymore. Time. It eats.
That was a good beat right there.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, I was just talking about my time.
Hello, good evening. It's B. I haven't called in a while to put anything out there, but how y'all doing?
Doing great.
Living every day, just getting up, making it through every day. And I had a poem that I wanted to share.
Oh, shoot.
All right, here goes. It's B. I'm lost of words. People swear they are down, but only stay when food is around. People that swear they care slowly disappear. No, lost of words, just trying to be nice. When I call on people, I'll call more than twice. But when I'm down, those same people ain't around. I'm forgetting names. Oh, well. The importance of some people's existence. Oh, well. I'm forgotten by many and remembered by few. No love from the old friends, but showed by the new. It's not everybody, just a few. When I'm gone, not that many will care. People take what they want and disappear. Call yourself a friend. It's time to reevaluate. It's the time for everything. And right now, I'm taking the time to hate those who lied and don't appreciate. No more second chances, no more third, only one. I'm only one, but split into many, surrounded by people who don't relate. Lost words, but so much to say, but it doesn't matter. what is spoken will be dismissed anyway. Stay wrapped up in what you do, and I might as well go away and do me too. That is the end of that poem.
All right. Nice. That's true.
Boom.
It is. I just thought of it like a few days ago, and I was like, I gotta share this one because I know it's not just me. Those friends in the circle, and it's just like the people that day one people are just so wrapped up in their business, they forget about you, and then the person that you meet around the corner, like you just met them, and they be reaching their hand out to help. So that's where I came from. And I welcome. People are not alone in the rough times.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good night.
You too.
All right. Everybody else have a piece for them. Let's go, guys.
I will if you want me to.
Okay.
Is that okay for me?
Yeah, I'll let you go this time.
I gotta let you know just how I feel. If you can just please listen for a minute. See, from the very first time I seen your face, I just knew I couldn't stop staring. There's just something about your spirit that has such grace. And every time you come near me, you make my heart race. I guess I get put off by the essence of your presence. Your beauty is just commanding and it gets my attention. And I just can't believe how you make me feel like this. I want you. Oh, you know that I need you. I just want to hold you and feel you, maybe even kiss you. Every day when you leave me, don't you know I miss you? Girl, if you feel so right when I'm with you. I just can't let you out of my sight no more. I can't live another day of my life without you. Please let me in your world. Because in my eyes, you shine, and I won't stop until you're mine. Because no one has made me feel quite this way. Just look into my eyes and tell me that you want to stay. What else can I say? Just so fine, from head to toe. And the lovely way that your skin glows makes me feel like it's springtime when the windows is open. Flowers blooming and beautiful exotic orchids and roses. Girl, you know you wanted that my heart has chosen. See, I'm in love with you, and you know this. You got me open, just praying, wishing, and hoping. You see the love in my heart that I'm showing? I want to start making things happen between me and you. You see, I know if you're in my life, girl, this would be so happy. And I just want to embrace the passionate kisses of your lips. No, not like that. Like this. No fear. Let's play truth or dare. Bring them soft lips closer. Yeah, right there. Please believe when I say that I won't quit. Tell me, can you handle it? Because I'm down with whatever I got to do just to be with you. That's how much I'm feeling you. You're so beautiful. And the love I have for you, I hope I'm getting through because it's powerful. Because I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to do. All I know is I'm in love with you. So don't forget about that in my eyes when you shine. I love you so much, I'm going to make you mine. Well, until I see you, it will be you and I to the end of time. This is John Hall, Beast King Coyote, Team Hungry and Eat.
Look at you. That was so sweet.
That was good, there.
I'm regurgitating heart.
Trying to get grown the end of the show. Uh-oh. That was beautiful. I'll be nice this time.
No, I won't. I'm pressing all the buttons in 2.2 seconds.
Okay. It has been a great show tonight. I don't know if Calvin or B King have anything else to say, guys. I thank you for the topic tonight, your input.
I know that the show tonight was special. I know everyone is listening. I thank y'all for tuning in. Everyone pulled that scope. It definitely touched a lot. I want people to remember. That change is coming. That change make a difference. Make a difference.
Oh, yes, it is.
King, you have anything to say? Okay. Well, once again, I thank everyone for joining us tonight. We will be back next Tuesday. And have a good night.
HDR.
Dear mama, just know I'm writing this for a brighter day. Sometimes it's like I pray for things I never might obtain. Stuck in my feelings and my patience running short. Feeling constantly judged like I'm in front of the court. But I figure one day I'ma make it to my goal. I'm just trying to keep my soul, cause so many of them sold. It's a cold environment that I'm riding, and they fucking people over for everything, never owning up to anything. It's a sad sight, I know, when they look at me like I got an Al-Qaeda flow when I'm combining my notes. Cause I rap against what they want. They don't want my people to get on, but what I'm on is on track to be on. And we gone, he's on, up to the steps of freedom. Put your hands over your eyes, can you see him? If not, you probably never make it to where he's going. And we gone, be